guys, this is Joe with Agumon for Smash Brothers, and it's been a while. I apologize for that. I've been kind of bogged down by real life, and I really just want to do a video because E3 is coming up. I was going to do a video talking about Try. I think I'm just going to focus on E3 and Smash Brothers, and mainly what was announced today and how I think that affects things and what it means for E3. So I'm going to jump right in. A lot of people are saying that the presentation means that we're not going to see anything at E3. I don't know. We'll just wait and see. I don't know if anything's been formally announced on that. I just Smash Brothers is just such a strong force for Nintendo. I don't see them hamming it or not hamming it at E3. So I think they're going to ham it up. Expect to see something. As far as today's presentation, or earlier today's presentation, or yesterday's presentation, for whenever this video is going to get uploaded, I would say that it doesn't necessarily mean a lot of things besides that, hey, they're giving us lots of content at one given time, and they're getting it out there, and they're getting it right in our faces before E3, and I think that means that there's a good chance that there will be something new announced at E3, and we'll probably have to expect it around holiday time because that's just how the industry works. Um, Judging on what we got, which is Roy and Lucas, who are essentially clones of other characters, and Mewtwo at this point is technically cut from the same cloth as Lucario. Let's face it, fanboyism aside, Lucario was built as a Mewtwo clone. It's the truth. I'm sorry if that seems harsh, but you know, it's not as blatant as clones were in Melee, but it is as blatant as clones can be now. I mean, there are a lot of dissimilar design choices with clones now, but still essentially they're clones, and that's just how it is, and there's nothing wrong with them being clones. So I think it just means that there's a good chance that most of the DLC will just be clones. In fact, I would say that Young Link, Wolf, and Pichu are probably on the way, and I'm really looking forward to Wolf coming back if he does. So I think everyone should just kind of expect that. I think it's easily the more natural development choice. I don't think that it means that, oh, we're not going to get any newcomers or any other third party characters. We just don't know at this point. The whole Ryu thing flipped everything on its head. We can't make any predictions at this point. We can just sit back and go, what are they going to throw at us next? It's just, there's just so much. So I think that that goes without saying, really. As far as what I think they'll predict or what they'll announce, I can't predict what I think they will announce. There's just too many variables in it, but that's as far as I can go with it. Expect for most of the DLC characters to just be cut characters, and particularly cut characters that are clones. I don't see the Ice Climbers making their way back in anytime soon, but I'd love to see it happen for the Ice Climber fans. As far as what's going to be announced at E3, I don't know. I still stand by my conviction. I think that we're going to see Mother 3 finally get localized. Giving credence to that fact is the announcement today that the original Mother game is going to be localized, and I think that just means that there's really a good chance that it's going to happen. I'm not going to get into why exactly I think it's going to happen because I've already made a video on that, and I'm going to link that video in this video, and you can go ahead and just go watch that if you want to see what I think is the reason why we're going to get Mother 3 soon. I really don't know what to expect. Last year's E3 from Nintendo was fantastic. It's a hard act to follow with this year. There's just so much coming from, I guess, the rival companies front that Nintendo's going to have to really bring their A game. I really don't know what to say, and like I said, Smash Brothers is definitely going to be there. Just because we had an announcement thing prior to it doesn't mean that there isn't going to be any Smash Brothers oriented stuff. I think we're going to see a lot of Amiibo stuff because Amiibo's printing money for Nintendo at an exponential rate. I think there will be a few apologies for shortages on Amiibo, even though I think the whole Amiibo shortage thing is a purposeful tactic to generate buzz. I'll explain how that works. It's really simple. You make very few of a product that you know is going to sell well. People talk about it because they can't find it. It's free advertisement. It gets all over news gaming sites, and before you know it, everyone wants that sought after character, and it's sold out everywhere. And as soon as it comes back, it sells out again, and it just works out great for them. They don't have to make much of a product, and they get some free advertisement out of it. And I kind of wish people would figure that out, because I think the sooner people figure that out, the sooner they would stop slinging insults and acting like this is just something they do to be jerks. It's something they do to be jerks and get free advertisement. At least understand why they're being jerks. Um, I don't know. I think we'll see Zelda stuff, even if the Zelda game isn't being released this year. Don't think that there's ever going to be E3 where Nintendo doesn't go, hey, here's our best horse. Look at our amazing trick pony, and enjoy Legend of Zelda, because that's the one thing that people always come back to. I heard that there's going to be some Star Fox stuff and some Metroid-esque stuff. I don't know. I'm not going to comment on that until I know for sure. As far as what I think might come from Digimon oriented stuff at E3, I'm not getting my hopes up, though I have heard some rumors. I'm not going to mention those here because it's just kind of grain of salt thing. Supposedly there was some things going around stating that there might be something in the works coming out someday in some future somewhere. So it's too vague, and there's not enough info on it to make a really good official comment. I really don't know what to say beyond that, besides that, like I said, I think as far as Smash Brother fighters go, expect veterans, and the veterans to be, you guessed it, clones. Don't, I don't think Snake's coming back anytime soon, especially since all the Snake oriented support as far as Metal Gear Solid goes is just kind of floating around on other consoles, and it really doesn't make any sense for Nintendo to be like, hey, come here. I know people could say the same thing with Ryu, but I'm sure there's all sorts of really good reasons why they put Ryu on there. My best guess is that was the character that Capcom originally wanted in Smash Brothers over Mega Man, and mainly that's because Ryu prints money and Mega Man does not. I really can't go out of my way to overstate that at this point it does seem a little bit like Smash Brothers is kind of this big billboard to sell other games, and I think that's kind of a tragedy, but at the same time I think it helps out our cause because Digimon is making a resurgence later this year, and what better way to generate Digimon buzz but than to get get Agumon in Smash Brothers, or some kind of Digimon oriented material out there in the public eye. So that's really all I've got to say. I think it's going to be an interesting E3. I plan on making a video on my reaction of it and commenting on certain things and what I think this announcement means or that announcement means. Let me know if you guys like this video, if you like it when I just kind of speak candidly. I really, really cannot read from a script because I'm just a little bit dyslexic, and it would be just an embarrassing pile of rot, more so than what this was. I want to thank everyone who subscribed and anyone who shares our group. Every time you get another person to like one of our videos or like our group, or even just watch our videos or subscribe, it puts us one step closer to making this happen. Exposure is the key. We got to get enough attention going. I'm informally announcing that there is going to be a contest coming up soon, and in the contest you will be able to win a Greninja amiibo, so stay tuned. And that's a Greninja amiibo that has not been opened. And I do plan on doing a contest where you can win an Imperial Dramon Paladin mode fig arts, and that's a big deal, so stay tuned for that. Continue to watch every video because you don't know when I'm going to finally announce it. And I want to thank everyone out there who's continuing to support Digimon, who continues to support our cause. And once again, thanks to Operation Decode, because they've gotten noticed by Bandai once again. I wish we had the momentum of them. It'd be great if we could get all 65,000 people to go and vote Agumon for Smash Brothers if they realized how well that would help chances of Digimon games getting localized over here, because it would generate buzz and attention and really help the mindset of our cause. And that's really all I got to say, guys. And I guess I'll see you when I make another one of these videos. And please comment. I like to hear from you. And take it easy, guys. See you in the next one.